So recently I've decided to do Counter-Strike 2 coaching, and I have coached over 200 players. These are the biggest mistakes that I see my students making and things that all of us could benefit from. Guys, this video is going to be extremely helpful if you find yourself in FACEIT level 1 to 7, 8-ish, and then also if you're playing Premier and you find yourself below 15k rating. These are things that every player has been doing wrong and things I really want to help you understand and develop so that you can work on these things before you ever even consider going to someone like me to help you improve your game. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the second channel where we showcase all this coaching. The first thing that I see players doing wrong constantly is overexposing themselves to multiple angles. I'm going to be using Nuke here as an example, guys. One thing I see like all of my players at low level doing is when they're coming through lobby, they are not understanding that they're exposing themselves to door, hut, or ramp all at the same time. Whenever we're playing this game, we want ourselves to be covered except from the angle that we are holding, right? Because if we don't do that, we are opening ourselves up to get shot in the back, to get shot in the side, and obviously that's not ideal at all, which sounds very obvious, but when you are in the moment, when you're in the game, you're not recognizing that you are doing this wrong. I constantly see like a player, like I'll be like, oh, you know, we should go for a door pick. They'll come here and go for the door pick. They'll nade open door and they'll post on this, but then ramp is wide open or hut's open. You know, their teammate's either holding only one or their teammate isn't in lobby at all. Everyone's outside and we're just asking ourselves to die. But the problem is a lot of us don't catch this because we're playing in an elo where people really aren't pushing the space and they're not punishing us when they really could be. So I want you to build this habit of like, okay, I'm going for a door pick. One, if I'm by myself, this is risky anyways, but you know, whatever, if we're going for this risk, we're putting ourselves inside where this wall is covering us from ramp and hut. You know, and obviously I would recommend for you guys, if no one's in lobby, and especially if you're an opper, be very careful. But I don't care what you're doing. Say your teammates are all going ramp. Say everyone's going ramp in the mid round for a ramp hit. Don't just walk and follow them like this, guys. What did we just do? We exposed ourselves to this hut angle, right? So constantly remind yourself as you're going to places. Our teammates are already going through ramp. They're already cleared it, right? They're up here. They're taking ramp. It's as simple as coming through here and just holding hut as we're walking. And then boom, boom. Now we're good, right? And now we can go help our teammates and worry about that. Don't expose yourself to these positions. It's one of the biggest things that everybody is doing wrong. You know, same thing here with outside, right? They might come out here and fight these angles out here willy-nilly and doing this, but what did you do? You're exposing yourself to door, and then you die to door and you're like, oh, that was unlucky. No, that wasn't unlucky. That's you overexposing yourself. Same thing if we're holding here on A site. A lot of players I've coached naturally want to get into this position, which early round, like it can be okay, but when door is open and hut's there, you are asking to die if you are holding A by yourself like this, right? You're going to be holding door. All of a sudden they're going to come out of hut and you're forcing yourself to hit a crazy shot and you're forcing yourself to have to work harder than you need to. I'm going to get into some more tips, guys, but first I have to give you a message about how to get the juiciest Counter-Strike 2 skins, and I'd love if you watch this. The sponsor of today's video is SkinsMonkey, an automated CS2 trading site with a 35% deposit bonus and a free $5 for one $100 trade. They offer an instant way to get new skins, 24/7 live chat support, and multiple skins in their inventory with so many great filters to get exactly what you like. Right now they are doing a Christmas event and they are giving out a free gift to everyone. You can get a completely free CS skin, up to 50% deposit bonus, or a free balance to use on the site. The first gift is absolutely free and you can earn more and more gifts depending on how much you trade on their site. In addition, they are also running an advent calendar. This is your chance to be entered in raffle tickets, get deposit bonus and XP on the site. There's just so much good stuff out there for everybody. Please celebrate the holiday season by using our partner SkinsMonkey. All right, so let's go back to this example where we are holding here and we have to flick and do this. The thing that we are doing wrong, guys, at low level especially, is because we don't understand the angles that we're supposed to be holding. We are forcing ourselves to hit harder shots than we need to. So at the end of the day, one good habit I want yourself to build is good crosshair placement. Whether you're on a CT side holding an angle or whether you're on T side, you know, going out and clearing things, I see a lot of players get stuck into the habit of, say they're going to clear mini here. They're going to go fight a guy mini. Their brain naturally just skips the fact that they need to hold all these off angles or pre-aim a specific spot, and we peek out into the angles without our crosshair being where we are peeking. So when eventually we do take contact on the guy sitting there, our crosshair placement was bad because we're not tracing the walls. Instead, we're looking directly into it. If we're tracing the walls, what it should look like is something like this, right? So as you can see, as we're coming out here, I'm going to put in slow motion with walking. As we're coming out here, we're always following these corners, right? We're always going through there. And even me, like I haven't even mastered this. This is something that you're going to have to work on constantly and improve over and over and over again. But specifically on T side, this tracing corners and doing this type of stuff is going to be so good for you as you grow and become a better and better player. So you're not going to get perfect at it. It's something that we can work on together and help you grow. But in the meantime, at least consciously think about that and improve that for yourself. Now let's flip over to CT side here. This, again, all this stuff goes hand in hand together. It's all connected, which is really cool with Counter-Strike that this happens. One thing we're not utilizing properly on, I guess this is a T side thing too, but we're not jiggling properly. A lot of us on CT side, even if we are jiggling, we're jiggling an angle like this. And do you see why this is bad? If two people swing us, if a flash comes in, we're jiggling back and forth, exposing our entire body. Guys, the point of a jiggle is that we are only peeking with half of our body, and we're going in and out, right? In and out, in and out. We're jiggling. And then, you know, at a high level, you could jiggle with util out or something. Oh, we take contact, we molly. Like, I don't know if that's good, but I'm just giving you an example. A really good jiggle would be honestly down here. This could work, right? We're just jiggling here, doing this. Boom, we molly. At a high level, what they'll do is they'll actually just line this up. And I'm not a rifler, so I really don't know the exact lineup they do. But they'll just line up with the edge of their screen, and they're just looking at the edge, and boom, as soon as someone takes contact, they dump it and get out. Regardless, I don't need you guys to worry about that right now. But when you are jiggling, the basic steps I want you to take right now is stop exposing yourself to everything. You're finding yourself out in the middle of the open when you're jiggling for no reason. Sit here, boom, boom. Take contact, you have to get out, good, we're ready to go. So really consciously think about how exposed you are. I see people on ramp all the time. On nuke specifically, this is one of the biggest mistakes I see my ramp players making when I'm coaching them, is they sit here and they get it. Like, they're like, yeah, I need to play on this angle. But instead of like jiggling here and playing like this or something, or just holding, what they're doing is they're holding out here and they're jiggling back and forth like this. And I'm like, this small optimization will change your life, because like it's gonna be, instead of you exposing your entire top half of your body, now only a sliver of your head's gonna be exposed, because we're really optimizing this position, right? We can die regardless, so they can hit a nice shot, these things can happen, but this will really optimize the way you're playing these angles and be something so valuable for you. Very good stuff. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the last thing that I see so many of my players not understanding at this level. And that's fine, because now you're going to learn it from this video. And if you want to work on this, you can do it by yourself and then come to me and we'll optimize it. Right now, we are not understanding angles. We're not understanding that we're exposing ourselves when we're peeking things or when we're holding, right? I had an example recently where a player is holding ramp right here. And you might be like, oh, well, what's wrong with that, right? The problem is, and I don't have a bot here to show you, because we are closer to this angle right here, which is the angle that we are like holding / exposed to, anyone back here is literally going to see our entire body, right? And again, I don't have a bot to show you, but you'll just have to take my word for it. When you are standing next to an angle, be really careful how close you are to it, right? So in this example, we'd want to hold ramp from more back here, because now we're farther from that angle. If they come and walk in, we're actually going to see them before they see us. So one thing I can, recommend for you guys is taking a step back, no matter what angle you're holding, but also when you're peeking angles, always, for the most part, 95% of the time, try to peek further back. Try to peek as far back from an angle as you can, because when you're peeking close up to it, it's destroying you. And it makes me so sad, because so many players are led astray by friends, by teammates, by people that say, no, you should peek close to an angle. It's called the Xantares peek, bro. Why aren't you doing Xantares peeks? And I'm like, no, like, you're building such bad habits. The Xantares peek is good, but it should be used in moderation for very specific situations. Specifically, like on nuke here, it's kind of hard. But like, say you have an opper pinned down in this corner and he's like posted on you like this for some reason. Dude, of course, a Xantares peek is awesome, but we're building momentum first. The problem is, a lot of players will come to me and they'll say, Coach, like, you're wrong. Like my homie said, Xantares peek is good. And I'm like, no. Like, you're not even doing it right. You're just coming out here and peeking like this. Zero velocity, zero momentum, and you're just giving a free kill away. So guys, I love that you want to grow and learn from your homies. One thing that's helped me out a lot, and this is a great way to end the video, is no matter what I'm saying, no matter what your homies are saying, take everything you hear with a grain of salt, but especially at a low level. I was taught so many bad things from players that were faced at level 4 or 5, matchmaking players that had no clue what they're talking about, and I believed them, and I started using that and playing like that, right? So whatever you're hearing, listening, learning, always just tell yourself, this might not be the best thing, this might not be the greatest. Even me, guys, I'm gonna give you different advice from what, you know, Zaiwu would give you. I'm gonna be giving you different advice than what tier 1 players would be giving you, and they might be watching this and being like, dude, Kojo, what are you talking about? You know, so always just remember that. But guys, if you want to learn and grow with me along the way, like I said, hit that subscribe button over on the second channel. Also, of course, on the main channel, go ahead and leave a comment down below what you struggle with in Counter-Strike 2, and I can try to brainstorm some ideas on how to help you learn. But yeah, help me kickstart that other channel. I mean, it would mean so much to me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll catch you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.